You are currently listening to the Behind the Frames podcast with your hosts Jerel and Armando Mendoza.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to Behind the Frames, hosted by yours truly, Arm and O, and co-hosted by. Just kidding. We're both equal parts. There is no co-host. We're both the hosts without the co. Unless we decide to one day become a corporation, then we will put the co in our names. But introduce yourself.
I'm never letting you do the introduction ever again.
Whatever.
What's up? As you know, I'm Jerel. That was a very interesting intro.
You're welcome.
Honestly, if there was a camera right now, my face is just as shocked.
If you got a problem, then say it.
I do have a problem. That was fucking weird as fuck.
It wasn't weird. What was weird about it?
First of all, what the fuck was that at the beginning?
What do you mean?
What was that voice?
That was my regular voice, my everyday normal voice.
So you talk like that on a daily basis?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking like right now, isn't it?
No, the fuck it is not.
Whatever.
All right. Well, god damn, that fucking took me by surprise.
Anyway, going on to today's topic, we will be talking about being lazy, pretty much. That's what
okay, hold on. It's not called being lazy.
No, it's being called being lazy.
Okay, yeah, maybe it is called being lazy, but there's a reason for it.
I call it the 2020 slumps. That's what it's going by in my brain.
Please elaborate.
Okay, 2020 has been a horrible year, right?
I disagree.
From start to beginning, all right? There's been a ton of horrible things, and all of those things, they build up, right? They're building up, and you know, it's like a glass jar. One day, you can't just keep putting water in there and water. One day it's gonna overflow, right? And the 2020 slumps is when that water overflows and you're just overwhelmed with all of this sadness. And you don't want to get out of bed because it's 2020. And you're like, damn, why can't it just be 2019 again?
Because we can't go back in time.
But how do you know that? Because
if we can go back in time, then something would have been altered. But if you really think about it, how would we know time travel really exists? Because in the future, if they do time travel, our present would be changed, therefore creating a new timeline. Therefore, this timeline doesn't exist. Therefore, we don't exist. Therefore, this podcast doesn't exist.
For all you know, we are the altered timeline.
But what if we are not? What if we're like the timeline that's disappearing?
That's probably what's happening. We're probably like in the part of the universe that's like collapsing on itself, or excuse me, I said universe, I meant simulation that's collapsing on itself, or maybe they're just doing like a reboot.
Oh goodness gracious. But do you think it's gonna get better next year?
Definitely not. I think people think it will, but in reality, like, it's not looking like it, you know what I mean?
Because, in retrospect, I mean, whenever people think of going to a new year, they always think, oh, this year's going to be like my year. This year I'm going to do this shit, and this shit, like, it's going to be like the best year ever, right? But I think, after 2020, we realize, you know what? I take that back because, a lot of people realize that this year held us all back. There was a lot of shit that we wanted to do, but we can't. And, right now we still can't do certain shit. Like, we can't go out. Disneyland is still closed.
Excuse me for yawning, but I passed by Six Flags the other day, and it was open. And I was like, what? It's open?
Isn't it only open for the fucking animals?
I don't know, but it's open, so.
I mean, I'm not gonna go.
Neither am I, but I'm just saying it's open, and so is the movie theater, which I think is ridiculous.
Hold on, here in Vallejo?
Yes.
No fucking way.
It's been open for a little bit, for a while.
No way.
Yeah, A couple weeks now.
Yo, I'm gonna go.
Oh, you're crazy.
Yo, are you for real?
I'm for real.
Oh goodness, I probably might not go because I'm too much of a pussy to, get out there and get COVID. But what were we talking about? Oh, on motivation. There we go.
Yeah,
we're bad. We're bad hosts.
Right before this, we were like, "Oh, we'll wait like 15 minutes
to gather our thoughts, our composure."
But in reality, we're just lazy.
We're not lazy. It's just that we don't have the necessary tools. Okay, actually, no. I'm not gonna make excuses. Yeah, we are fucking lazy, but we're making efforts. Okay, yes. This podcast is getting made right now, so that is a testament into which we're not lazy.
Slightly. Yes, slightly.
But why have you been feeling unmotivated?
One of the reasons I've been feeling unmotivated is because I feel like I expect so much out of my work, and I'm scared that I'm not gonna get the results that I want to see. You know what I mean? I'm like, I keep on wanting to take like morning pictures, and I see all these other people's pictures and how I want them to look. I'm not trying to base my pictures off of someone else's, but I'm trying to like gather inspiration and see how people do it so I can achieve the look that I want to achieve, And I'm just like, dang, I'm scared that I'm not going to be able to achieve that look.
Yeah, about the morning thing, we were supposed to wake up before sunrise. However, I was up. But,
okay, you stayed up all night.
Okay.
All night long.
But still, I mean, it's okay. I don't blame him. I do the same thing every time. To be honest, it's funny because whenever I try to do something in the morning with Armando, I fucking end up sleeping in, and like Armando's like already up and shit. But this time,
sometimes I'm like at your house and I'm calling you, and I'm at your house calling you, and you're like not answering the phone,
wasting gas and shit.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, if you came to my house, I would definitely wake the fuck up. I'd be like, "Oh my fucking."
So that's what it would have taken if
if you came to my house, I would have definitely got it up.
Cause dude, okay. Here's the thing, I was ready for today this morning because I did my hair. I had a bomb ass fucking outfit, dude. I was like, yo.
And that's another thing. Cute. I didn't have an outfit ready. I didn't have an outfit. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna wear. You know what I mean?
Bro, I was looking cute, okay?
I bet you were.
But going back to why you feel unmotivated about the whole pressure, why do you think you have that pressure inside of you?
Inside of me, I feel pressure. Sorry, but I think the reason I feel pressure inside of me is it's probably because my arteries are closing by this point, but I don't know.
What do you mean your arteries are closing?
I'm just kidding. It was a bad joke.
Okay.
I don't know. It's these past couple months my mind has just been everywhere.
Same.
And it's like hard to gather thoughts, the necessary thoughts you need to get through the day. You know what I mean?
Do you think another cause of holy shit?
Fuck. Where these UFOs come from?
every time we do a podcast, we always leave up.
They just disappeared. Oh my god!
We always leave up a YouTube video of a background, and Armando chose a psychedelic one, and apparently there were UFOs in it, and they just disappeared. But
that was so random.
Oh fuck! I made me forget my question. Oh, I was gonna say, like, do you think a cause of like your unmotivation is because I know you have like a bunch of ideas that you always tell me about.
Yeah.
Do you think like those like, you know, jumble of like ideas you keep having? Do you think it kind of just like,
They kind of clash.
yeah, like
you
I
know what
want to
mean?
do this. Oh, I want to do this today, but then it's just like, we can't finish it today. So you know, it's like, oh, we can't do it today, or you know,
Exactly.
because I'm the same way too. You know, I always say, oh, I got this idea,
Yeah.
but
Speaking of ideas, bro, I have this idea, and I swear to God, if one of you steal it, I'm gonna murder you in your sleep. I don't care who you are. But anyway, so I went to high school and there was this teacher who I had, right? And his name was Mr. Patrick. Those of you who went to high school with me know who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say his first name because I don't know his first name. I do, but I don't want to say I know his first name. But anyway, let's call him Pat, right? So he didn't like me, and I didn't like him, and but no matter, like, he always used to fight with me, but he always had a smile on his face. Like, no matter what, he would be fighting with anyone, but he would have still had a big ass smile on his face. And so I want to make a comic book where he's a teacher, right? But he's also a lawyer because, get this, before he became a teacher, he was a lawyer, but he failed at it, so he became a teacher, right? Okay. Anyway, where he's he's not a teacher in the comic book. Excuse me, I'm all over the place. So I want to make a comic book where this guy, he's a lawyer, right? But on the side, he's not really a lawyer. He's a vigilante, and he goes and fights crime.
Say it again. A what?
A vigilante. Is that
Vigilante?
That's what I said.
Okay.
Right, and he goes and fights crime, and but he always has like a big ass smile on his face. But it's like gonna be okay, whatever. I said it better earlier. We'll just cut this out.
We're not gonna cut this out.
It's okay. I said it better earlier. I have to rethink it.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
the reason why I questioned vigilante is because you said vigil and then anti, and I was just like, what?
That's how you say it.
No, you say vigilante.
That's how you say it.
Vigilante.
That's what I said.
You said vigilante.
Whatever.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right. I suffer from the same thing too. I mean, you know, I have these thoughts in my head, that, you know, I'm just like, yo, we can fucking do it. But then I forget that I have like 2 other projects ahead of me. Like, you know, right now in this situation, like I'm editing 2 photo sets, and I gotta get them done by the end of this week, which is the day we release this podcast. And then I gotta start distributing that to, you know, my clients.
Wow, we released this podcast on my girlfriend's birthday.
Oh, for real? Happy birthday, Jasmine.
Yeah, happy birthday, boo. Right now we're gonna be in Malibu sipping on some champagne on the beach, watching the sharks eat the little kids. I promise you it's gonna be the best day of your life. I'm gonna propose to you.
Sorry.
Well, excuse me, pre-propose. I'm gonna propose that one day I will propose. That's my promise. Yeah. It's not a promise ring because I already got you that, and I didn't get you a ring either. I'll probably get like one of those ring pops or something. Yeah, sounds good.
You're a lucky girl, Jasmine.
Yeah, you are. Wow.
Okay. But yeah, but no, dude, like, going back to it, like, I forget that I have other projects to do, and then I just want to move on to the next one without finishing the other 2. It's kind of like I go in for, like, let's say it's like a buffet, right? You know, at my first plate, you know, I get
buffets are gross, by the way. Anyway, continue.
Well, like, the way I see, like, let's say, like, put it in your head, like, you know, it's like a buffet, right? You get your first plate, you only finish half of it, and then, like, oh, I want to get, you know, another one, but I want carbs, and I want, you know, like, you know, corn and shit, right?
Yeah.
And you get the other one, and then you only finish, like, 25% of that, and then you're like, oh, but there's fucking dessert, you know, and you're just, like, fucking, like, overwhelmed with, like, all this shit around you, and, like, you're just, like, going plate after plate without, you know, finishing your shit, you know?
It's all good.
It's not all good.
It's all good.
Because sometimes I delay, like, the projects.
Oh, man. Speaking of buffets, I went to this Brazilian steakhouse in Napa, and they had these plantains that were, like, bomb as hell, and I ate, like, 20 of those motherfuckers.
So you're gonna have to explain what plantains are, because
it's like a fried banana.
It's a banana.
It's not a banana, but it looks like banana.
So it's not a banana, but it looks like a banana.
It's like harder, and they look like a rotten banana. You know how bananas look like when they're like you need to throw it away? Yeah. It's like that, but it's hard, and you have to fry it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're really good. They're hella good.
Is it like the length of the banana too?
They're bigger.
Bigger than a banana?
They're bigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was this during COVID or after COVID?
Way before COVID. This was when I was little. I was like a teenager.
Why did I say after COVID?
AC or BC.
Oh, it's right. It's gonna be AC.
Yes. Okay. This is random thought, but you know in the Bible how it's BC and AD. What does AD stand for?
After the death of Christ.
After the death of Christ. Yeah. Are you sure? Because I read that that's not true.
You wanna? Let me search that up for you. But because BC is before Christ.
I know that.
And then AD is what's it called? AD means Anno Domini, which is never mind, means in the year of the Lord.
Okay.
So it basically means after Jesus was.
Because if you think about it, AD starts the year he was born. It doesn't start after he died.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I'm like, it doesn't make sense. Sorry, that's just a thought that I've always had.
My fault. I said I said something wrong. In other words.
Also, I said something wrong last podcast. My friend Jesse called me out on. I just wanted to clarify.
Wait, hold on. Before you say anything, Jesse complained to me, and I was just like, I didn't even say the shit.
Yeah, why did he complain to you? Why didn't you text me, Jesse? Anyway, I said that Santana was from Vallejo, which they're not. I was thinking of War.
Are they really from Vallejo?
They're from Vallejo.
Let me search that up. Let me just make sure that Jesse doesn't get on our ass again.
Yeah, do it.
But keep talking.
Well, at least one of the I think the lead singer is from Vallejo.
Who is the lead singer?
Can't remember his name.
War.
His name is War.
Eric.
I don't know. I'm sorry, Jesse.
Okay. Who is the lead singer? Is it Leroy Lonnie? Let's see. San Diego.
Close enough.
How is that close enough?
Bay Area.
Okay, you know what? Somebody's from Vallejo. But dude, recently what's it called? I started my TikTok career today. I don't know why I said recently. It happened today. I started my TikTok career. So if you want to follow me on TikTok right now, it's at actually.Jerel. And I'm gonna be posting from time to time, but I do want to post on TikTok because TikTok is the shit. And I should have joined earlier, but I was too busy watching TikToks.
You know what my most recent TikTok video is? It's a video of my cousin recording himself taking a poop.
You posted it on TikTok?
Yeah. But it's not, it's just his face.
Oh, goodness.
And you can hear the splash of the turd hitting the toilet water. That's what I thought was funny.
Is it public or is it just like...
Oh, no, it's public, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
You want to hear it?
I don't want to hear it.
I think the audience wants,
oh, my God.
Wants to hear it.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Ay. Okay. Bro.
I got 308 views.
Oh, goodness. That's what that video was. I was just like, what the fuck?
Look at 308 views.
Mondo is a better TikToker than I am. He posts on he has more posts than I do. I kind of only have like 4 posts.
All my posts are really random though. I want to start making like good TikTok videos, like visuals, like what are they called? Like music visualizers.
You mean a visualizer?
Music visualizers, but like live, like real video.
So it's not a music video, but it is a music video.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's I think it's just called a visualizer.
Yeah.
Or a lyric video.
Yeah, no, not a lyric video because there's not going to be any lyrics. But I do want to do that, and I want to start making like horror like shorts, like without any.
Wait, say it again.
horror shorts.
Okay.
Without any like audio, with audio, but without any lines. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, your first video could be, you know, looking at your bank account.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, on TikTok, I mean, to be honest, the approach I'm going for is I guess commentary on my life and like my processes as a artiste. And if you follow me on TikTok, you'll see what I'm talking about.
You should follow. What's your? Oh, we'll link it and down below.
I already told them what my TikTok was.
Sorry.
What's your TikTok?
I don't know. Some weird shit. Before I forget, sorry, I don't have coronavirus. I swear.
God damn it.
Before I forget, I had this really good idea in my head. Tell me what you guys think about it. You too, CJ. So you know how like when we're babies, everything's kind of dreamy. It's not really real. You know, we don't have a sense of reality yet. Like when you're like a toddler.
Okay.
And so everything you see is kind of like sparkly, and it's kind of like a dream, like kind of like you're in heaven, you know. And imagine like growing up in a poorhouse, right? Imagine the things that babies see growing up, like in the hood or in the ghetto, or you know, just in a regular family, like a normal average family, you know. And then think about a little kid growing up in this big ass mansion, you know, with all of the money in the world that their parents can spend on them. It's like a wonderland, you know. And I want to make like a little movie like side by side on like what it would be like as a little kid living in a rich household and a poor household, you know, and the things that different kids would see. But I want to make it in a way that it looks like it's from a kid's point of view, make it look kind of dreamy, and the parts that are bad make it look scary, like a nightmare, you know what I mean? And what do you think of that idea?
Okay, one, that's cool. And two, I mean, to be honest, we don't really remember what we were like when we were toddlers. So
no, you don't. So
but, I mean,
the mind would wonder, you know.
But you know, to be honest, if you know, I could envision it. I mean, to be honest, if you were to film something, it just have to be, you know, put Gaussian blur, you know, have that Orton effect every time you see light and shit. And then, I mean, I see it, but it's just you have to like write a compelling story to it.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. That's the hard part.
Yeah, writing a story. Yeah, it's hard.
And pulling it off is also hard, you know.
That's why I watch movies, because, you know, I learn from the best.
I read that movies limit your imagination. What do you think about that?
Okay, I can see why it limits your imagination, but at the same time, it's like I kind of have to disagree with that, because it depends. Okay, I can see where whoever said that, right?
Yeah.
I can see whoever said that, you know, because it's just like you're already seeing the visual, right? And, you know, there's an argument that, you know, reading the book is better than, you know, before watching the movie, because at least you can, you know, imagine what it's like, right?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I don't really care if I, you know, see the movie first or if I read the book first. To be honest, I just like, I just want to consume something, right? As for creativity, I feel like for me at least, because I watch, dude, you know me, I have a bunch of movies.
Yeah.
Bro, like all the inspiration I get are from the movies I watch. Like, you know, even the great ones like Apocalypse Now, like La La Land. Like, I know those are two different categories, but like, you know, those movies transcend me. And then like, here's the thing: the reason why I disagree with it is because I already see my life as a movie, and I see like different aspects of my life as a movie. So for me to like, you know, see something, I can like, oh, that could be something, you know.
Yeah, you know, my view on it is it's not that movies limit your creativity. It's that you have to look for the right kind of movie to be inspired by. You know what I mean? You can't, okay, being a writer, you can't want to write a romance novel and watch an action movie and be inspired by that. You know? That's not how it works. You have to go and you have to look at the directors that you know you find interesting and you like their work, and you have to, you know, see how everything works, how the camera works or not. I'm talking about videography, but for writing, you know, sorry, you were gonna say something.
I was just gonna say that like I think the way you have to see it is that you just can't consume movies like, you know, you have to like consume them and like kind of you kind of have to put thought into it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you're just watching movies just to be entertained, I mean, yeah, go for it, right? But if you're like, if you want to create something, take something from, what did you learn from that movie? Like, I always think about this, like, what did you learn from the movie, right? Like the style, the writing, the, like, okay, recently I watched this movie on Netflix called The Trial of the Chicago 7. It's based on a real thing about Vietnam War and shit. But like the director and writer was Aaron Sorkin. My God, dude, like that man can turn 10-minute monologues interesting, and like after the movie I was kind of just like, holy fucking shit. And like it reminded me why I love Aaron Sorkin, because of his other work too. And that movie also, I was just like, yo, I want to make something like that, but like not like that, but
So what about it was interesting to you?
I mean, okay, here I'm into I guess political dramas, like when it comes to like television and movies. On Netflix, I put West Wing in the background, or House of Cards. And I think the interesting aspect of that is like, yes, we like deal with like watching politics on the news, but it's kind of boring because it's based on real people, right?
Yeah.
So whenever I see these shows that have a fictional political world, it's interesting because like that shit could or couldn't happen, and there's one show by Aaron Sorkin that I fucking love to death, and it's called The Newsroom. And it's part of the reason why I wanted to be a journalist, like back in high school, but I didn't want to pursue it. But it was just The Newsroom was just like this like movie, or not movie, show about they took current events and they used fictional characters to tell those events, and they made it interesting in a way. Like honestly, like you have to go check it out.
I'll check it out, man.
It's also a part of like also, Aaron Sorkin's writing, like, dude, I fucking love it.
I'm not familiar with them, but I'll have to look into it.
What's it called? He's done a lot of amazing things. Aaron Sorkin, if I ever get the chance to work with you, I will honestly probably die.
Don't give this man a cheeseburger, he'll suck your dick.
What? Okay, but
if you've seen Don't Be a Menace to Society, so wait, what is it called? Don't be a menace
to society.
Yeah, no, it's the funny one. The don't be this like the long ass title.
Yeah.
It's the long.
Sound.
Yeah. I don't know all the words. I know. But yeah, if you've seen that movie, you know what joke I'm referencing.
But when it goes to going back to writing, like, I just feel like there's so many things you could write about,
Yeah, of course
like,
there is. And it's interesting that you talk about journalism, because one thing I was actually interested in is photography journalism.
I was too. That's okay. For a short period of time back in, actually no, a year or two ago, before my format now on Instagram, I used to want to follow this page called, I used to want to be like this page called Humans of New York, and I wanted to like replicate that. And what that page was basically just simple portraits of people, and then a bunch of like the post wasn't based on the picture. I mean, yes, it was based on the pictures, but it was more so the story that was in the the post, right, the caption, right? And that's what I wanted to do.
Why didn't you?
Because it was hard to be like, hey, do you want to tell your story about this? Or do you want to tell any story at all?
Yeah, it is kind of hard going up to a stranger and asking them to do something.
Well, I mean, I feel like you have to be genuine about it. But,
yeah.
Which is something that, I mean, I wasn't trying to be disingenuous. I wasn't trying to exploit people. But I'm just a shy person. I'm still trying to, fix that. Because, like, I can't go up to people like, hey, can I take your picture?
Yeah, it's something you have to have charisma for.
I think it's just courage.
That's what charisma is, isn't it?
Charisma is like showmanship.
Whatever. Same fucking shit.
Whatever. Go ahead. Talk about your journalism.
That's all I had to say about it. End of story.
That's it?
Yeah, it's something I wanted to do, but I didn't.
Wow, so simple.
Yeah,
yet so
I'm a
complex.
simple person.
But no, I mean, to be honest, I still like photojournalism. I mean, like, I feel that's like part of like, so I mean, when I got into photography, yes, it was like to take pretty pictures, right? But then when I got into like my later years of high school and like early years of college, you know, I realized that the value of photography is not just the looks of it, but the meaning of it.
It is everything. Photography is life.
True.
I'm just kidding.
No, but like,
it's art. You know, it's something that holds emotion.
And you know, another thing too, it's like, I think I recently found out like, or there's this TikToker or photographer in Sacramento. His name's David Suh, and he doesn't take just regular normal portrait photos of, you know, women and men and couples and all that stuff, but you know the way he puts out his work. I mean, there's always like, it's empowerment, you know, and I think that's beautiful about portrait photography, which we're both in, right? And it's like, so that's something like I try and I hope to, like, you know, try to like implement this more in my shoots, is like to you know, help bring confidence in my clients, you know, because a lot of people, you know, they get shy when the camera's up, but then, you know, when the camera's down, you know, they're their natural self. So, you know, it's all like, as a photographer, you got to help them bring that confidence. You got to, like, you know, be with them and, you know, help them out and guide them in order to like get that great shot and help them realize that they're fucking beautiful and you are beautiful and we're all beautiful.
You are so beautiful.
That's from a, what's it called? There's a, I don't know what's that from. I know that's a song.
Yeah, it's a song.
I know, but there's like that little kid singing it.
You're talking about the Little Rascals.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I've never seen the Little Rascals.
You've never seen the Little Rascals?
I haven't seen a lot of classic movies. Like, I haven't seen Hocus Pocus. I haven't seen Beetlejuice.
You know where I watched Little Rascals at?
Where?
I watched that at Stephen Manor. That was like a movie we watched together as a class. Didn't we have class together?
I don't know if we had class together.
It was in the 5th grade. Didn't we have class together in the 5th grade?
Who was your teacher, Mackenzie?
Mackenzie. Miss Mackenzie.
Fuck. Then
you've probably seen it. You just don't remember.
No, because I would have remembered it.
It was in black and white and everything. We watched like the original.
I don't know. 5th grade was such a weird time.
You know, all of elementary is just a huge fog. Anyway, what other movies haven't you seen? Because we need to get on top of this. Beetlejuice. It's Halloween. It's spook season. We need to get on top of this. What is it streaming on?
I mean, we went to FYU yesterday. It was on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have gotten it.
It's probably on something.
No, to be honest, I'm waiting until the 4K Blu-ray release. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, it's not on. It's not streaming on it. You're out of luck, man.
Well, I'll wait till the 4K. I'll just buy the 4K disc then. But yeah, I haven't seen that. What else have I seen?
Dang, we said his name 3 times.
Beetlejuice. Ah, shit. Okay, I know I haven't seen the movie, but I get the reference. Okay, so shut the fuck up. But I haven't seen what's that movie? Halloweeny, where the dog gets resurrected as Franken. Right? It's Franken. I don't know.
I've never seen that. That's not really a classic.
I mean, it's Halloween, so. Let's see. What haven't I seen? I haven't seen most of the, you know, Jason, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger.
Man, I've seen like all of them. My dad and uncle are like, they were born in the 80s and 70s, so obviously they grew up with that shit. And ever since I was little, they've been having me watch stuff that they grew up on. And okay, when I was like 3 years old, my dad and my sister would watch Chucky with me.
Oh, I fucking hated Chucky, bro.
I mean, my sister used to love that shit. We didn't find it scary. We still laugh at it. We thought it was
Bro,
funny.
that shit scared the fuck out of me.
You're a pussy.
I'm not a pussy, dog. Hear me out. Hear me the fuck out. Chucky was creepy as fuck.
He was not.
Okay, but here's the thing. When I was watching the movie, because here's the thing, I sympathize with the kid, right? So when I saw his mom die, I was just like, oh my god, if I was in his shoes, I'd fucking die.
Have you seen the new Chuckies?
I was gonna watch the one with Mark Hamill and all that shit, but I heard the newer Chuckies like aren't as good as like the original.
You know, they have the kid from the original Chucky come back as an adult.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Is it the same story or is it different?
Yeah, it's the same story.
Huh, that's odd.
He's in like a mental hospital because Chucky.
In the
like,
new movie.
Yeah, in the new movie, he's like been locked up in a nut house his whole life because of Chucky.
Bro, let's fucking watch it.
I'm not sure what it's on. I think when I watched it was on Netflix.
I think it's on Prime.
Okay, yeah, we can watch it.
But yeah, I fucking hated that guy. Like, here's another thing too. That motherfucker's voice was so fucking scary to me. Like, I mean,
oh, dude, my uncle had a Chucky doll.
Fuck you.
Growing up.
Oh my god.
And I swear to God, dude, he used to leave it in his room, right?
Motherfucker, dude, I'm getting chills.
He used to leave it in his room, and he used to like not be in his room in the morning.
Oh
like he used to move around, and I don't know. They might have been messing with me because I was a little kid, but that's what I remember. We got rid of it.
This is why you don't fuck with Chucky.
But I used to still like it. I that's weird. I've had a lot of experiences with like paranormal toys.
Are you? Oh shit. Shit. But nowadays I'm not afraid of Chucky. I kind of just laugh and be like, whenever I watch the movies again, I'm just like, you fucking deserve it.
I like watching really scary movies. If any of you listeners have suggestions for scary movies that will scare me, please send them my way. And I know we don't get a lot of viewers, but I don't care. If you're viewing this right now, if you're listening, you better comment.
You know what? In honor of Halloween, let's talk about our favorite Halloween movies.
Let's do it, dude.
Okay.
Top list. I know for you. No, I'm gonna guess yours. Okay. I'm gonna guess.
Go guess.
Insidious.
Okay.
I know. I already know that's up there.
All right.
That's the only one I'm gonna guess.
Okay. But so I what's it called? I'm into more like modern, horror movies.
Yeah. So recently, so am I.
I mean, to be honest, the modern horror movies don't hit as much as like the older ones, but at the same time, horror movies are weird. It's it's a hit or miss on most of them.
Yeah, it depends on the genre of horror you're watching for. You know what I mean? The kind of movies I really love are movies like Hereditary and Midsommar. Oh my god, I love those movies. I love that director. He's amazing director.
Fuck, what's his name?
I can't remember.
It's not. Is it Ari Aster?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Ari Aster. He directed this one movie. I think I could be wrong, but there's this one movie called. You can search this up on YouTube, but if you get fucking scarred, it's not my fault. It's called The Strange Thing About the Johnsons. It's the weirdest fucking movie, and I think he was the one who directed that.
Was it? Was he?
Yeah, I think so. It was like a short film and shit.
But yeah, I love movies like that. Like that just like leave a bad taste in your mouth for days. Just the uneasiness. I don't care. I love it. I feed off of it.
For me, with horror movies, so I'm Filipino, or I don't know if you know that, but I'm Filipino. So I grew up watching these really shitty, horror movies made from the Philippines. But when I was a kid, they scared the fuck out of me. I mean, so that's where I started with horror movies, and then as I got older, I mean, as Armando mentioned, Insidious is like my top number one film, even though a lot of people like to argue that it's not like the scariest movie ever, which I had to argue. Insidious is different in the sense of like, it's not supposed to be okay, there are jump scares, but it's not supposed to be like, that's the goal, I mean, James Wan, honestly, if I ever get to meet James Wan, I will fucking die as well. But James Wan crafted such a beautiful story within like a scary universe, And another reason why I fucking love the first Insidious movie was because of the monsters in that movie, And I know that's weird to say, but like I fucking fell in love with Lipstick Face. Like the Darth Maul looking motherfucker. Yeah. Like, dude, and then also the bride and then like the dead families and shit, bro. Oh, and fucking Tiny Tim. Dude.
Oh, Tiny Tim. Oh my god, that used to scare me.
Bro, that song like tiptoe through the window.
Why did I used to bump that though? I used to bump that song.
Bro, I still bump that shit. But yeah, like the use of everything that James Wan did, like the way he fucking filmed it, and like it was beautiful to me, and I fucking love that movie. And then my other top two films, I think
let me guess, Paranormal Activity.
No, I mean It was okay, but I mean, it's an Asian horror movie called The Wailing.
Mm.
Dude, that fucking scared the fuck out of me, you know. And Asian cinema, they fucking go hard. Like they don't hold back. Like somehow, like Asian motherfuckers are fucking like they're creative and fucked up at the same time. And then the other one, the third one that I like is it's called I Saw the Devil, and it's like the most fucked up. Like it's not horror like as in like jump scares, but like there's hella blood and shit. And if you really think about it, the concept of it is scary. And if you want to give it a watch, you should. It's about this serial killer who kills this cop's wife, and then it's a game of cat and mouse, but it's really interesting. It delves into the psyche of like being fucked up.
What is it on?
I don't know. It used to be on Netflix, but I have it on Blu-ray.
Oh, okay. What's it called again?
I Saw the Devil.
I Saw the Devil.
It's a Korean movie.
Nice.
I'm into Korean movies a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then what's it called? There's this movie I've been meaning to watch. It's called Antichrist by fuck. It was a guy who directed it's Lars von Trier. He was the one who directed the Nymphomaniac movies.
Oh God.
Bro, those movies are fucked.
They are. Why did Shia LaBeouf accept that role?
Yeah, I mean, okay, he did a good job, but those two movies. Okay, the first movie was okay, but the second movie, it hurt me and it pissed me off.
No, the first movie wasn't even okay. I don't know why I watched the second. Why did I watch the second one?
But you know what scenes I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's just Lars von Trier is was he the one who did what's it called? Human Centipede? No, that's someone else.
My cousin made me watch that. We watched all three of them back to back.
Oh, how were the other two?
Night. The same.
I know the second aren't they're not the same story, right?
No, they're not.
It was just the same concept.
Yeah.
But dude, I fucking love I love horror movies in the sense of like I just love them, you know?
So do I. You know what's another good one? What is it called? It's oh my god. Quarantine. That's what it's called.
Oh shit.
That's a great movie.
Is that the movie with the airplane and shit?
No.
Oh fuck.
It's based off of a Spanish film, or
I know what you're talking about now. Okay.
It's based off of a Spanish film named Rec, like record.
Yeah.
REC. It's about this reporter who goes in. She's like following the cops around, and they go and pick up a call, and it's at this apartment complex, and it's about a deadly virus, right? Well, that's what the movie's about. It's about a virus, pretty much, and it's a horror movie. And yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it. It's a great movie. Watch it if you haven't. There's
another horror movie that fucked me up like years ago in high school. It's called VHS 1 and 2.
You've seen both of them?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that movie, like the way it's recorded, it's terrifying. Have you the one that I vividly remember is the one about the vampire lady?
Yeah.
That, bro, oh my god.
Thinking about it right now, I'm just getting chills.
Me too. I used to love that movie though. Like I used to watch. It's like one of those movies that would scare the hell out of me.
But it's just interesting.
I would watch it like not back to back, but I would repeatedly watch it. Like, you know, how you rewatch movies.
Yeah. What is it called? But then there was one VH movie that didn't make. That, to be honest, I feel like was just a cop out. It was like the one where it was like based on social media, which I was just like, they copped out.
Yeah.
But I thought about another movie that's on like my top 4 now. Conjuring #2.
I forgot about that. The whole Conjuring movies.
It's another movie by James Wan. I mean, sure, it's probably like not the best. Like I don't know. I mean, to me, it was good. And again, the reason why I fucking love James Wan's movie is because I fall in love with the monsters. That sounds so fucking weird to say.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you can appreciate the monsters of a horror film, I feel like that's when they've done their job.
You know what another good movie is? And Netflix actually made this one. It's based off of a novel by Stephen King. It's called 1914. It's about a
okay.
farmer and his family. And it's more of like a mental health movie. This dude's fucking crazy. And it's there's no real monsters in it per se, but it's more of like people can be monsters, you know? And those are the kind of movies that I love too. It's where the people are the monsters, because in the real world, that's the reality. The people are the monsters.
I just added another one to my list.
What is it?
Us by Jordan Peele.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
If you do, you're gonna get scared of Santa Cruz. But dude, I fucking love Jordan Peele. Like he's good at what he does, and it was crazy to see his transition from comedy to horror.
It was very interesting.
I was just
I wasn't expecting it at all.
I think no one was. But horror is such a like. Here's the thing: I love horror movies, but I hate horror ads.
I don't. Well,
Okay, because here the reason why I say that is because if I'm watching Hulu and I have the one where you have to play commercials,
yeah.
and it's like late at night, I don't want to just suddenly see fucking like a weird ass creature right before I close my eyes,
Yeah.
But as far as horror movies, I love them.
You know what sucks about horror movies?
What?
My girlfriend doesn't like them.
Oh, is that right, Jasmine? Huh?
That's
you don't
right.
like horror movies?
She does not. You know, I got her to watch The Children of the Corn with me one year on Halloween, and yeah, end of story.
End of story. What's it called? There's another. So there's this one short film that was on YouTube that later then got turned into a full film. It's called Lights Out. That's one of my biggest inspirations. Whoever, I forgot his name. The director's name was fucking David something.
David Spade.
Not
Just
David
kidding, it's
Spade.
not David Spade. I know that.
But yeah, dude, like Lights Out. I don't know if you've seen it.
I don't think so.
It's so fucking good. Like, it's part of the reason why I was just like, yo, if he can make it, anyone can make it, And guess who produced that movie?
Me?
James Wan.
Wow.
James Wan, I love you.
We're not sponsored by James Wan.
We're not. You don't get sponsored by people. You get sponsored by companies.
He is a company.
He's not.
His name is a company.
Whatever. Well, I mean,
Should we wrap up?
I feel like we should wrap up. So, if you want to donate to us, like we said, it's totally optional. If you want to help us get to our dreams, if you had a good time listening to us, looking at our work, you could donate to us.
Also, check out our work. If you don't know who we are, now you do. And now's your chance. Oh, look, another UFO. Anyway, now's your chance to check us out. Become a fan.
Yeah, subscribe to this fucking channel and follow us on Spotify or Anchor or Apple,
Yeah.
I mean, you can follow us on Instagram. What's your handle?
It's my name, but with underscores. And if you don't know my name is Armando. And how you spell that is ARM_AND_. Armando. With an @ symbol in front.
Is that your Twitter as well?
My Twitter name is Fluffy Waldo 707.
Nice
Check
name.
me out, bro. Not gonna spell it.
And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Jerel.jpg. And on Twitter, it's Jerel Villanueva, just together. And we'll put all our links down below. If you want to follow us on TikTok, we'll put that down below as well. Also, if you want to talk about if you want us to talk about something, I know we only got like three viewers, and I don't, only half of them make it to the end. Let us know what you want us to talk about, or if you have any questions. Yeah. or if you just want to tell us to fuck off, then cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is our like second longest episode. I'm trying to like get it to 50-minute mark. And that's like 30 seconds. So you got 30 seconds to say whatever the fuck you want.
All right. One time again, I'm going to say this. Happy birthday, Boo. I'm really excited to watch little kids get eaten by those sharks later on today. Looking forward to it.
Watching. What are you watching?
Oh, I told you we're going to go to Miami. And we're going to go to the beach, and we're going to watch the little kids get eaten by the sharks.
I thought you were talking about Jaws or something.
No, we're going to go, like, get some ice cream and throw it in the ocean and lure the little kids out there.
Okay.
And, yeah.
All right, well.
And we're going to throw some pig blood out in the ocean and attract the sharks. Oh, no. What we'll do is we'll make ice cream out of the pig blood, and then we'll give it to the little kids, and then we'll be like, here you go, why don't you go in the water and cool off,
goodness gracious.
While you eat this little ice cream, and then we're gonna be like, and the shark's gonna come, and the little kids they're yeah.
Okay, well, Happy Halloween, happy birthday, Jasmine, and if you're gonna go out and do Halloween shit, be safe and don't get COVID. All right, we'll see ya.